A couple of examples ago, we looked at solving 0.1 equals 0.5 to the n on the class pad. This is clearly a very similar type of equation, and we could certainly do this using the graph and table. We just need to change this. We already have the 0.5 to the x in from before. We just need to select here and change that to 0.04. Now all we need to do is click here to graph. Again, if we want a better look, we can just change these values. Let's take the y minimum as negative 0.1 and the maximum as, say, 0.5. If we OK that, you can see we get a better look at the intersection here. Then we can solve for that intersection by going to Analysis, Gsolve, and Intersect. And you can see we get the x-coordinate of the intersect just here. If we click on this value, it appears here, and using the stylus, we can select the value. Go to Edit and Copy. Then go into the main screen, Edit and Paste, and then multiply it by 5, which was the half-life. Execute. Let's select this. Since I'm on standard, I got a fraction as the answer, but I can change it to a decimal by doing this. And I can see that 23.2 days would be more accurate. If I don't want to get decimals as the answer and keep having to change them, I'm just going to click here and change that to decimal. So if I do this in future, I'll get the decimal. There are other ways of investigating this. If we go to Menu and select Spreadsheet, we get a spreadsheet. In here I'm going to put 1 and execute, and in this one I'm going to say that that's equal to this one, add 1. Execute, and I can then fill that down just using the stylus. In this one I'm going to put 0.5. Then in this one I'm going to put equals this one times 0.5. What this does is take half of the cell above. So if I fill that to the one below, it's taking half of the one above. And carry on down. We can see from here that the 4% that we want is between 4 and 5. So investigate further. Let's type 4 into here. And let's go up in step lengths of 0.1. So in this cell, equals the cell above plus 0.1. Execute, and then we'll fill down until we get to 5. Now we're wanting to evaluate 0.5 to the power x. So in here we'll have equals 0.5 to the power this one here. Execute. We can see it's 0.0625 as we had before, but if we fill down, this one is 0.5 to the power 4.1, and so on. Let's fill down, and we're looking for where it changes from 4 to 3. We don't need to fill these ones down. So we can now see it's between 4.6 and 4.7. So now let's investigate between 4.6 and 4.7. Put 4.6 into there. And now let's go up in steps of 0.01. So in here I want equals the one above plus 0.01. Execute, and let's fill these down. Fill them all the way down until we get to 4.7. Then in here we'll have equals 0.5 to the power, this one here, execute, and then we'll fill down, and we can see that it changes just here between 4.64 and 4.65. Now to save time, let's just say that we're going to take 4.64 as our value. Select there, go to Edit and Copy. Then we can go to the main, Edit and Paste, and then multiply that by the 5. And once again, we get 23.2 days as our more accurate figure. We've now looked at some different methods on the ClassPad for getting solutions to equations like this. Personally, I'd always take the graph option because it's quicker, but the other options enable you to search and maybe learn more about the situation you're working with.